Hello, everybody, and welcome to the season finale of The Locker Room. I just want to send a quick thank you to Vincent Arceo for covering for me last week. I am, as always, Justin Lindler. I am your host, and I am alongside two hosts today. I'll let them introduce themselves.
I'm Kevin Blekicki.
And I'm Ethan Styll.
And today we're talking all about the first round of the NFL draft. There were 5 quarterbacks taken in the first round last night, you guys, 4 of which were in the top 10. Of those 5 quarterbacks, who do you think is going to be the best quarterback for the NFL?
I think that Baker Mayfield might surprise people. I mean, I don't love him because he played in the Big 12 and they're not the notorious for playing defense. But I think that they have, they have Josh Gordon if he's able to, not get suspended, and Jarvis Landry. They have a good receiving core. I think the Browns could be pretty good. They got some young talent. I like the way they're going.
Yeah, I think Mayfield will have more immediate success, but I think long term, you look at Josh Allen, who went to Buffalo, right? I think
yes.
Allen's just he works better, I think, in the system. And while Buffalo, yes, they share the division with New England, it's not the easiest team to try and go out and beat and have success on immediately. Brady's going to be gone eventually. There's going to be holes in that New England team. We saw that in the defense at the beginning of the year last year. So I think Allen can take advantage of that and really use that, I don't want to use the same word, but to his advantage over the course of several years rather than just first. But I do like Mayfield in the sense that I think the Browns will be a 5 to 7 win team this coming year. I think with the weapons he has and with you can clearly see he has a lot of passion with the amount of just fire he brings to the game. I can't see him not competing and winning some football games.
Yeah, he definitely has. Like a lot of leadership. He reminds me a lot of Tim Tebow. Like he has a lot of passion and stuff. I think that the thing that worries me about Josh Rosen and Sam Darnold is the fact that they both played in California, and they're both going up and they're playing the cold weather cities. So I mean, it'll be fine the first couple of weeks of the year, but I mean, not that I expect the Jets or the Bills to play in the playoffs, in future years. But I mean, that is definitely something you should probably think into.
It's worth noting, yeah. Was there any draft picks last night that surprised you guys that you weren't expecting to see someone go so early or someone be chosen at all? Anything like that happen for you guys?
I was probably surprised that Baker Mayfield got picked first. They were saying that it might be Josh Allen from Wyoming or Josh Rosen or they might have even picked up Saquon Barkley. But I think that I was kind of surprised that he went so high in the draft, and I was also kind of surprised that he was so underrated because he did just win the Heisman Trophy. So I was also surprised that Nick Chubb didn't get drafted in the first round. He's the third. He's third in the SEC in all-time rushing yards. So he's not a scrub. So he's gonna tear up the league.
Yeah, I think for me, it was interesting watching, I already forget his name, I looked at it before we started, but the safety who went to Los Angeles Chargers.
Okay.
Seeing him fall down the board, I think, I could be wrong, but we expected him to go top 10, top 12. I know a few of us, Justin and I, were watching it together last night, and we kept saying, when is he going to go? When is he going to go? And I think it was just, besides the obvious pick of Baker going number 1, I think he falling to the Chargers is a blessing for the Chargers, right? I mean, you say draft best available sometimes. You don't always have to stick to your strategy. And I don't know if the Chargers were in desperate need of a secondary or not. I'm not a huge Los Angeles fan or anything. But it'll be interesting to see how
I don't think the whole city is a fan of them. Los Angeles is definitely a Raiders town.
But yeah, so that surprised me.
Well, out of those that were drafted in the first round last night, who do you guys will think will be an immediate impact, like a really good fit for the team that they were drafted? For me, I think Bradley Chubb going to the Broncos, that's going to really making that Broncos defense tough already with Von Miller and he came here, Darius Stewart in the secondary. That defense is going to be nasty next year. I think that's going to be an immediate noteworthy defense. What about for you guys? Anyone stand out to you?
I'm going to be a little biased here, and I think that Hurst has a great opportunity up in, I was about to say
Baltimore.
Minnesota, Baltimore, the other purple team. Great opportunity up in Baltimore. Flacco likes using tight ends. If Flacco doesn't end up being the guy, if it ends up being Lamar Jackson or Robert Griffin, which, by the way, side note, that's going to be a great competition to watch in the preseason, that QB battle. But I think Hurst really has opportunity to shine year one and to become that Gronk, that Jordan Reed, that type of force you see. Another guy I like to really fit in instantly is Daron Payne, the Redskins selection. Again, a little biased here, but last year, the first and second round, the Redskins took 2 other defensive Alabama guys. So this makes 3 in the past 2 years that they're adding to the pieces. The Redskins defense, it was in tatters last year with injuries, but I really think that if they're healthy, that can be a very strong defense with DJ Swearinger in the back, Josh Norman on the side. They just got the Dallas player, I can't remember his name, Scandrick? Maybe.
Scandrick?
I think so, right? Isn't that who it is? They got a Dallas player for the other side on corner. So I think it was a great call to get a guy on the other side, or beside Ryan Kerrigan, rushing the passer. I think the Redskins defense will be scary.
And the thing with Hayden, though, is before the season starts, he'll be 25 years old.
Right.
So he's already matured. He's a man playing a man's game. He won't have to go through that maturing progress like a lot of NFL rookies do. So he has that advantage already on him.
Right.
Yeah, I think that I do agree that Hayden Hurst is going to definitely be someone who's going to have a good fit. But I think Sam Darnold for the Jets, I mean, they don't have the best team. I mean, but I think, well, that's obvious. But, but you know, Josh McCown is still there. So, I mean, he could definitely, you know, go under his wing and, you know, teach him a few things. Because a lot of these quarterbacks are just thrown into the fire. You know, like, you know, Baker Mayfield's probably going to have to start year one, as will probably a number of other quarterbacks. So I think that, you know, he definitely has some good competition. Also,
do you think Baker will start over Tyrod Taylor?
I think you have to start him.
I would probably say so. I mean, Tyrod Taylor definitely did have a fantastic year last year.
He had a good year, but if you get a quarterback with the number 1 pick, it's like the only position where you draft someone in the first round and don't expect them to play.
Just 2 years ago, Jared Goff was drafted number
that's
1.
what I was going to say.
Right,
Like, if he doesn't go, how long do you think that they'll last before they start, like, you know, telling him to put him in?
I would say, and look at the Rams before they started playing Goff and after. They completely different teams. So it's like, why not go ahead and start him? Let him take the team, use that fire. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah. So. To wrap things up, guys, this is a way too early thing to even consider. These guys haven't stepped on an NFL field yet. Who do you guys think has the potential to be Rookie of the Year for the 2018 season?
I think that if it's not going to be Saquon Barkley, I think that he's definitely one of the best players in the draft. I think it might also be Nick Chubb. I mean, I know I'm saying a lot about Nick Chubb, but I mean, he's going to definitely get picked at least in the second round, and he's just, you know, a guy who's got great speed, great hands, and, you know, although running backs, you know, they don't have a tendency to have a long shelf life. So, I mean, we'll see how long, you know, the rest of his career goes. But I think, at least for this year, I think he's got a good shot at winning it.
Right. I'm gonna stay on the running back train because I think you need to look at kind of skill players. But I'm going to pick an offensive rookie in the year and a defensive rookie in the year.
Okay.
Offensive, I'm going to go Sony Michel, other Georgia running back. He's with New England, which already can have a standout year at any time, right?
Yeah, I mean, they'll take like some like no-name scrub and they'll make him like a Hall of Fame.
Right, and Sony Michel isn't just a no-name scrub. So I think at New England he'll have a great chance to learn just from the system, from the wisdom around him, a lot of older guys. And he'll be able to be explosive on that offense.
Right.
Defensively, I think it's hard not to go with Bradley Chubb. Yeah, I mean, did you guys see Von Miller's like celebration video when he found out they got it? He's gonna fit so well, like you said earlier, into that defense, and I can just see him being scary in that division, man. Yeah. Against Oakland, against Kansas City, LA, that'll be fun to watch. So
for sure.
that's my offensive and defensive picks.
Well, I really appreciate you guys coming on for me today. Again, this is the season finale of Locker Room. Thank you guys for tuning in this year. We'll be back in the fall. Hopefully, continue doing what we're doing now. I've been your host, Justin Lindler. Join
Kevin
alongside.
Blekicki.
I'm Ethan Styll.
And we will see you in the fall. Thanks, guys.